Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know, so go, slow, back my logo, for show, Coco, now get down on it.
Rather you than me. If you've been with me from Port of Miami, maybe a little more. Blame it on America.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Vikings, who come in at 8-6.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now this time, Kaepernick will throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. To throw, Kaepernick. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Brosice. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, they run. Again, it's Brosice. Room here to run. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Flex round. Ohio.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. There he goes inside the 30. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 22-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Hundley. Buying time to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Hundley. Being chased out left. And shedding through the tackle. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Brett Hundley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. And it's up and good. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. First down is Kaepernick. It's caught left side, Bolden. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Just keeping the play alive. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Right back to Process. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. And that one results in 35 yards. first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A second down carry for Procise. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now they send a man in motion right. 3rd and short, it's Procise. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. C.J. Procise, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They run again on first down. Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Here we go.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And it's 3rd and short.
The protection up front, very good on that play. Had all night to throw the football, even though he was unsuccessful.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Now
Kaepernick again. And he's got a new one. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
In motion, a new one. They go play action here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. In motion, a new one. They'll run with Cook. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Kaepernick's going to try to sneak it. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Kaepernick to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Letting one go deep for Enunwa. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Quincy Enunwa, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Forbath to add the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Forbath out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Packers get set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Close ice on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll look to throw. And Adams has it complete. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 14 that time. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it in the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Ohio!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
We're talking about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? In motion right comes Montgomery. The drive starts with C.J. Procise. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montravius Adams. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Come on, let's go.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Procise. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Let's go.
A give to Procise running left. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We got some football to get to. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. This is Procise on the carry. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And some space here. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
They still can't get it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Let's go! What? None! What? None! Flex round! Flex round!
On 2nd down, Cook. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Kaepernick. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. And Quan Bolden, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Kaepernick now to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right near the 27. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Here we go. What? None.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Up there, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Hundley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing, Hundley. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. And complete on the right side to Bennett. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And out now come the Vikings. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down following the run.
Here we go.
Halfback sent in motion. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Let's go. Try 38.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted,
and I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds. So no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it. And it brings up 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Underneath here to Hill. And he is knocked down from the side. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Let's go! Let's run! Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Ohio! 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 Let's go! Ryan 38! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got... And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. C.J. Procise with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Crosby on now to kick it away. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And now out comes Minnesota. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. On first down, Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. Able to shake him off. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Handoff comes to Cook, and he'll be brought down right around the 37th. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Gets around him. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll try the option right here on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Again, it's Hill. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Let's go! Ohio! 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 Flex round!
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And incomplete here on 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Here we go!
He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He's back to throw. He'll dump it off to Procise. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10. And this defense has brought